Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News at 11 starts now.
And we begin tonight with the local forecasters tracking our next winter storm, which could be significant.
Andrew, we're still a day and a half away before the snow moves in, but what are the models showing right now?
Well, a lot of factors go into forecasting the snow that's on the way, and it includes looking at those models. Sometimes those weather models that simulate how the weather may behave in the future, sometimes they agree, sometimes they don't. Models that we're looking at, they differ drastically. Take this one here, the GFS. It has rain moving in on Wednesday, but the changeover to snow happening later rather than sooner. In fact, having a long time possibly of freezing rain and sleet during the day on Thursday before it transitions to snow. What does that mean? It means a lower amount of snow with this model by the end of Thursday. 1 to 4 inches possible from Pontiac southward, farther north into the Thumb and into the Saginaw Valley, close to 6 to 12 inches. Take a look at this model here, the Euro model. It also has rain moving in on Wednesday, but that changeover to snow happens sooner. It happens quicker. That means a longer time of snow for Detroit and most of southeast Michigan, as much as 3 to 8 inches possible by the end of Thursday, including 3 to 8 inches, closer to 6 or 8 inches here in Wayne County, a little bit less to the north, but certainly more snow here in southeast Michigan. And that's the model I'm going with. Why? Well, it's been more consistent. Models run multiple times a day. With more models, as they run, if you're seeing the same result for the forecasted time period, that boosts your confidence. Also, the initialization. Many models, at their start, do they reflect reality? Well, the Euro certainly did. So for now, it looks like it may be 3 to 8 inches. We'll see if those models come into agreement, and the good thing is there's plenty of time. The latest models come in overnight, and we have the latest forecast tomorrow morning on Local 4 News Today and on all of our platforms. But before that, I've got your full weather forecast in minutes.
All right, Andrew. A manhunt underway tonight on Detroit's west side for a murder suspect with a lengthy, violent criminal history.
Antoine Jamal Powers McLean is wanted for killing a man and severely injuring a woman inside a home on Stout Street. Police say he is armed and dangerous. Mara McDonald is live at Detroit Police Headquarters. Mara, the details very disturbing.
Incredibly so, Kimberly, and that's one of the reasons that DPD called a press conference today about this. The violence and brutality that was exhibited here has this case at the top of the list. They really want to find this suspect. Let me show you why. What went down in the basement of this home on Stout has police pulling out all the stops to find this man, Antoine Jamal Powell McLean, the man they say is responsible for luring a man and woman to his house on Sunday under the guise he wanted them to shovel snow.
What we know right now is that it was a ruse. It was just to get him into the home and to get them in a position where he could to do what he did.
In return for shoveling snow, that man and woman were lured into the basement with the promise of crack cocaine. Surveillance cameras on homes in the neighborhood captured the two going in but never coming out. Neighbors who don't want to be identified had no idea what had gone down until police arrived in the neighborhood Monday.
Things like this is kind of shocking.
Police say Powell McLean beat a man in his 50s to death with the butt of a long gun, stripped him naked, and then shoved him into a dog cage where he chained him. He then started beating the woman, but didn't kill her. She told police he drove her to this block of Greenfield where she jumped out and ran into a nearby Coney Island and called for help.
Chief, you think she's lucky to be alive?
100%. I mean, she's heroic. I mean, to make her way out of that situation.
Back here live, the chief says McLean is to be considered armed and dangerous. If you see him, you don't approach. Call 911. We're live at Detroit Police Headquarters tonight. I'm Mara McDonald, Local 4.
Okay, Mara, thank you. Developing right now in Monroe County, where a small explosion has residents evacuating from their homes. Dundee police say a homemade Drano bomb went off on Rawson Street. Nobody's hurt. But crews are evacuating the homes in the area as a precaution, as a second device was also found on the scene. State police are also sending in a hazmat team to help with removing the chemicals.
A veteran's car is stolen in Corktown. It's not the car he's desperate to get back. Rather, it's the bagpipes that were inside when it was taken. Jason Colthorpe live in Corktown tonight with more. Jason.
Yeah, we're going to explain why those bagpipes are so important, Devin. But the car disappeared from the lot right behind me here on Michigan Avenue. That was Saturday night. Now, the victim here is retired out of the Air Force after a 25-year career as a lieutenant colonel. He's now 5 years into a sergeant's job with the St. Clair County Sheriff's Department Marine Division, and now he is relying on someone's honor out there to get these back.
I didn't start piping till I was 50. I'm now 63.
Brian Leslie loves playing the bagpipes as part of the Metro Detroit Police and Fire Pipe and Drums.
Our mission is to really kind of support those brothers and sisters that wear the blue.
And they're often heard playing at funerals for officers, firefighters, and those who serve.
It's one of those things we kind of do out of duty. When you start firing up the bagpipes, that's an instrument that goes right to your soul.
But now, they're just gone.
Our car was parked in the lot out there in the middle.
The bagpipes were in Leslie's 2007 gray Trailblazer that was stolen from a Corktown parking lot Saturday night.
50-plus-year-old from Edinburgh, Scotland. Go figure. But again, it's like an old friend.
He'd happily trade the car for the pipes, especially before a month of St. Patrick's Day events gets here.
The car itself, if that can help somebody else, I'm all for it. If we can get the bagpipes back in our hands, we can do more for some of the other fallen police officers, fire department, and soldiers, and maybe bring a few more smiles to some of the other people in Detroit.
Certainly could. He'd like to be playing those bagpipes right here in Corktown for some of those parades. Now, anyone who has any knowledge of this can leave an anonymous tip at Crime Stoppers, 1-800-SPEAK-UP. And Leslie's shrewd enough to know the Trailblazer's probably not coming back, but anybody who's holding on to this and is watching this, you can bring these back to any Detroit police precinct, no questions asked. We're in Corktown tonight. Jason Colthorpe, Local 4.
Let's hope somebody does. All right, Jason.
A change of heart from State Representative Jewel Jones tonight about the criminal charges against him. I spoke with Jones's attorney late this afternoon, and he tells me the Inkster Democrat will enter a plea deal with Livingston County prosecutors tomorrow. I'm told Jones will plead guilty to several charges, including resisting and obstructing police, reckless driving, and attempted escape from law enforcement. That last charge is the one dealing with that infamous handcuff key found when Jones was in jail, even though Jones told me during an interview he didn't know how that key turned up. We'll be in court tomorrow morning.
Former Macomb County Prosecutor Eric Smith is scheduled to be sentenced tomorrow. That'll be in federal court. He's accused of embezzling $600,000 from his campaign fund to use on personal expenses. Prosecutors have filed paperwork asking for the maximum sentence. That would be 21 months. They argue Smith broke his pledge and even used his position of authority to coerce others to lie to protect him. Smith pleaded guilty last year to obstructing justice, facing up to 20 years in prison and a $250,000 fine. New information tonight on a story we first reported last night at 11. A man has been charged in the death of a Chesterfield Township woman who police found lying in the road Sunday night.
42-year-old John Galvin is accused of dumping the woman's body from a truck, running it over near Burgess and Hidden Brook. She's been identified as 42-year-old Teresa Sanchez. Investigators say it was a homicide made to look like an accident. They tell us the two were involved in a domestic incident. Galvin is being held at the Macomb County Jail. His bond has been set at $500,000.
Windsor police revealing it arrested 46 people in connection with the blockade at the Ambassador Bridge over the past week. Police cleared the area around the bridge over the weekend. It has since reopened to traffic after being closed for 6 days last week. 90 charges have been filed against demonstrators. A total of 37 vehicles were towed. It's estimated the bridge closure, though, resulted in a $300 million loss to the automakers alone.
A police chase ends in an arrest on Detroit's west side after a suspect fires shots at another driver. Chase ended this morning on Parkside in Santa Clara. It all started when Southfield police received a call from a driver who was shot on the Lodge Freeway. Police say they tried stopping the suspect's vehicle, but it took off after hitting a patrol car. Officers relocated the vehicle and disabled it during a pit maneuver, leading to a crash at the side of a home.
I was able to come home and just assess the damage and things like that. I feel very fortunate that I have insurance. And it was an unfortunate event from what I've been told. I'm just glad that no one was hurt.
Police arrested the suspect after the crash. The investigation is ongoing.
Tonight, General Motors announcing it's extending a production halt to the Chevy Bolt EV, but plans to resume sales soon. Automaker plans to restart production at the Orion Township plant April 4th as it continues to fix the defective batteries. Last August, General Motors widened its recall of more than 140,000 Bolt vehicles over reports of the batteries catching fire while charging. GM says dealers receiving those vehicles after April 4th can start selling them immediately.
Matthew Stafford is a Super Bowl champion, and now that he's already been to Disneyland, his next move is appearing on the Today Show.
And in fact, he'll be joined by his wife, Kelly, who opened up about their time here in Detroit.
We think it's probably the most important time in our life was the time in Detroit. Obviously, a lot has happened there. We grew up there. I mean, I was 19 when I moved up to be with Matthew. I was a child. And that city really honestly taught, I feel like, both of us a lot about life. You know, if we didn't go there, I was going to be living in Georgia my whole life, not seeing the world, not understanding a lot of things. And Detroit, I feel like, does that when you live there.
Catch the entire interview tomorrow morning on the Today Show, immediately following Local 4 News Today.